Okay, so if you wanted to do any additional tweaks here, now you have your stems available to do your final stuff. Like maybe I could give a little bit more low end to the bass, or maybe I could do a little bit more compression to the drums. I could do it here instead of overloading my mix bus because I like the dynamics right now, and I'm leaving a lot of headroom for the mastering engineer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to print my track. I'm not going to export it. I'm just going to print it to show you how I do that. And actually, I'm going to export it just for the sake of time, but I'm going to bring it back into the session as if I was printing it. So I'm just going to find a good spot. Okay, make sure I start on time. And where's the other? I'll be waiting for you. Maybe do a fade out on the master. Okay, so then I go shift 1, and I've highlighted that section that this is the length of the bounce that I'm going to do, and I'm going to do an offline bounce. It's going to do a wave, 24-bit, 44 import after bounce, and I'm just going to say, I'm going to call this mixdown. Mixdown 1, Jules King. Never stop. And I like to use the date, 10/22/2015. While that's bouncing, just want to show you I'm using the Pro Tools app. I don't know if you can see it, but I use this in combination with the PreSonus fader port. One thing that I like is that I can see all of the tracks there, and I can select them here and then control the levels with the fader port. So you can use it in many configurations. This thing is great. Okay, so it's done bouncing, and I'm just going to bring it into a new track, and I'm going to just leave it at selection so it drops it right here, right next to that track. There you go. And we're going to change this. Let's just call it Mixdown 1, MD1. How about that? It's got the name there. And if we just take a quick look at the bounce, you know, there's lots of dynamics. It's not crushed. If we... and then let's just audition it real quick. Okay, you could see the parts where it gets louder around here. You can see here and then towards the end. And I should have left a little bit more room here in the front, because it starts right away, and usually mastering guys like to have a little bit of extra just to do their fades and stuff. And just have, maybe they can sample some of the noise or whatever. But this is what our mixdown looks like. Now what I would do if I was going to send this mixdown to somebody else, I would select it, and I would go, I take a shift command K. Yep. I'm going to export select it. Then I'm going to choose the location where I'm going to export it to. And then I'm going to export it, and it's going to do it really fast. Let's just do that. All right, that's done. So then I would go and upload that file to my Dropbox. Then I would send the link to the guy that I want to send that file to. And that's pretty much it for a mixdown. So that was just a quick pass at trying to finalize this mix. You know, I could do a lot more stuff here in the mix bus, EQ, maybe even a limiter and stuff, but this is just a mix. I don't need to do that. If I'm happy with the mix, then I could just let it go and I'm done. Okay, making that decision easy. A lot of people struggle with, hey, when am I done? I'm telling you right now, I'm done. That's it. It's over. So send it out, move on to the next song, and have fun. And this is going to be the last video for this mix series. I'm going to start a few more, and I'm probably going to start working on more complex mixes. These two mixes have been pretty easy, and I've learned a lot about my own workflow, teaching and showing, because it's different from me sitting here actually mixing and trying to show people what I do. Because I have to stop and think through things. But when I'm mixing, I'm taking my time and I'm doing different things. So hopefully I can start getting more camera angles, what I'm doing with the keyboard, with my hands, how I'm looking, and stuff like that. But I don't think it's that complicated. This song, really, you can beat yourself up and try to get a sound out of the song that's really not there. I mean, I think this song is great. It was well recorded. Could have had some different ideas or whatever, but that's just my choice or your opinion. But as far as I'm concerned, for my mix, I would leave it at that, and I could send that mix down to the person, let's say to the artist, and they can come back with their comments, and then I can make some tweaks. I'll do a couple of back and forths. We make some tweaks, and that's it. And if they have a mastering engineer, they'll send it to the mastering engineer. Otherwise, you could do your own mastering, but I'm not going to get into that today. I think I'm just going to call it quits for this one, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Visit my, please share my videos, subscribe to the channel, visit my Facebook page. You can get a hold of me. I've been talking to a couple of folks that have reached out to me for questions, and it's been pretty fun. I really enjoy that. And if you have a song that you would like me to mix and make a video of it, I would love to do that. Otherwise, I'm probably on the next series, I'm probably going to put one of my own songs. So let me know if you have questions, comments, and please let me know if you've learned something. What have you learned, or what you liked, or what you didn't like? Shoot me an email at ns345music@gmail.com. Again, ns345music@gmail.com. I'll be glad to respond to you. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Just